channel that you choose. We're coming back to YouTube. Make sure you turn on the notifications because they back on the shadow ban. Always hating. Stay to the end so you can find out how you can win a free Xbox, PlayStation. Details are waiting. What do you think? That sound good? I'm gonna roll with that one. Cops give a damn about a Negro killer. What do you say? Cops give a damn about a Negro. Pull the trigger, kill a nigga. He's a hero. Run my intro. Run the video, please. I'll show you something real quick. You want to see what real hate looks like after the intro? Stick around. It gets good. It's your favorite local, especially after I spoke. Support the real again. Get rid of the fake, the F you to the industry. How do you fight back? It's simple. All you got to do is just press subscribe. Then join the movement over there on Instagram at CEDDYNASH, one word. That's where you and I can stay in contact. Plus, I'm going to personally follow you back, like your pictures and all that. To the crew, that's the truth. With the visionaries.
No, I'll blow your head off. I'll blow your head off. You hear that? Single action. I'm going to blow your head off.
Putting a gun to the neck of a suspect during a takedown. This is a story we first brought you last October when the man involved told us the officer threatened to kill him that day. 9 Investigates has been working for months to get this body camera video, and now we do. Channel 9 investigative reporter Shannon Butler found out the officer has been disciplined and is back on the street, but even fellow officers are actually tonight wondering why.
It was a year ago when Taurus Bryant was chased down by Orlando police. They said he was in a stolen car. But it's what happened next that had Officer Ivan Samanyang under investigation.
On the ground now. I'll blow your head off. I'll blow your head off. You hear that? Single action. I'm going to blow your head off.
The officer told Internal Affairs he thought Bryant was trying to arm himself, but investigators said the officer never actually saw a gun.
You won't feel anything.
But you reach your weapon. I'm not moving. Please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me.
Handcuffs. If you reach for a weapon, I'll blow your head off.
I'm not.
You understand? You won't feel it.
Okay.
Listen, you're going to die.
But look closely here. It's not only what the officer said, but what he did. Policy says you can only do this when you're aiming and plan to fire. After the incident, we spoke to Bryant, who thought the officer just might.
My mind, like, what the regrets I would have, like stuff I didn't get to do, like I'm not gonna marry my girl, like this is gonna be it. I can't tell my mama goodbye.
During the Internal Affairs interview, Samanyang said the reason he placed the gun there on the soft part of Bryant's neck was because if he severed that, then, quote, then all lower body stuff would stop. Saying also, quote, I know that if I were going to hit the skull, it was a possibility of it moving around. Samanyang was cleared of excessive force, but in the end, the officer got 1 hour of retraining and an 80-hour suspension for violation of the Standards of Conduct policy and is back now on the job, but at Orlando International Airport. Orlando police said that's because, quote, the current collective bargaining agreement and discipline handed down in the past incidents determined the discipline in this case. Now, policy says you can't put that gun in that single action mode unless you're aiming to actually fire. Standards of conduct violations, though, could mean termination. The Fraternal Order of Police told us that Samanyang asked to go to arbitration over that 80-hour suspension, but they declined to take on his case. The union filed it just in case he wanted to take it up on his own with his own attorney, but he did not. Greg.
You see, that's what real hate looks like. Now, all hate can't be classified as this. You can hate somebody so much that you can do something sinister like set them up. But that's an aspect of hate. Heat. That ain't even a part of the goddamn police standards unless you planning on boy. So I want people to know this, right? People to know this. We're not gonna ever get mad, get sad, or be unified until we can get unified behind some shit like that. And for you people who say he shouldn't have ran, he shouldn't have ran, he shouldn't have ran. There was videos on top of videos on top of videos of white people running. Some get killed, some don't. That dude was no threat. That was a pissed off person with a gun, whose sole mission was scare this less than human being. They don't see him as human. And then when y'all talk about shit like black on black crime and all this shit, that's not a thing. It's called proximity killing. More white people kill white people than anybody. More Mexican people kill more Mexicans than anybody. You know, the biggest rivals right now to the Serranos is other people who look just like them. It's proximity. You kill what you're close to. That's why they say the people who get molested typically know the person. Y'all don't want to talk about that though, right? Right. Y'all don't want to talk about that. You're not going to talk about that. So, where do we go from here? How do we go from there? Simple. Stop letting stupid ass racists tell you what defund the police means. When they start throwing out numbers and all that and everything like that, tell them less than 10% of all crimes are violent. Less than 10%. I think the number is 7%. And I think in some cities it's as high as 14%. Bet you didn't know that. See, what should have happened is that cop should have been arrested. That's what should have happened. But here's the bigger thing, right? Let's get the bigger picture. Let's say if that cop was fired. Do you know there's a 65% chance that that cop would get his job back? Pay reinstated, given right back to him? And if that doesn't happen, then he can go over to another county, get another job doing the same thing. Do you know these truck drivers, by the way, can't even do that? Do you know that if a truck driver were to just harmlessly back up and hit somebody, that shit stays with him? So he can't go to another company and that's not on him. Then they make the determination. But let's say he backed up, hit 3 people. He's not having a job anymore. He can't drive trucks anymore. That registry goes with him no matter where he goes. He can be living in California, move all the way to Florida. Hit somebody, then, hey, I'm going to just move somewhere else to South Dakota. Hit somebody else, hey, I'm going to go down to Kansas. Kansas will not hire him. Because the insurance companies say, no, that man's too much of a risk. We can't risk it. Sorry, Charlie. We could do the same thing for the police. Let me tell you racist white people this. How long should you have to keep paying for the crimes of the police? I'll wait. Oh, you shouldn't. Let's say this. If you so claim to be about responsibility, how about we sue the police, take their money and their pension, and everybody wins? Y'all don't want that. See, it's all about this black skin having this right here. I don't hate white people. I don't hate black people. I don't hate all police. I don't. I just hate the liars.
Nothing like it used to be before. Lemon cookies from the corner store. Caught a gray hair in the mirror, bro. Got me counting days, I'm a different low. Grandma passed from the cancer. Wanna call guy, he don't answer. It's guns and money on the dresser. Nowadays it's all to protect you. Look, family crossing, I take those losses. Read a book on bosses, it'll happen often. To proceed with caution, it'll leave you nuts. When you speak on artists, they'll call you stalkers. Wanna go where they had the structure. When I call your brother, man, I love your mother. If I should suffer from a waking slumber, just wanna run with the Reaper hunching. These days, rent paid. These days just to get J's. These days get super trade. These days like yesterday. These days we ain't focused, man. This shit favorite low. I done made a quote, not a walking joke. Get a people hope. Something that they ain't even see before. Let's go.
Shout out. I got y'all. We going live tonight. And we gonna bring the tape. But we're going live tonight at 7 o'clock. In fact, we won't do it now. We'll do story time. I think y'all really rock with it. I think y'all rock with this. We going live tonight, 7 o'clock Eastern Time, 4 o'clock Western Time, 6 o'clock Central Time. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Check out the last video, by the way, too. That Kevin Samuels video. If you haven't checked out the music, matter of fact, I'm not doing that. Run my outro, please. Y'all expect me to keep it real, because you know that I will. I do this daily, baby. Check out the 90 Dash podcast, also streaming music, 7 days if you have not. And if you made it this far and you haven't subscribed, why the hell not? Honestly, because you're going to win that free Xbox, or you're going to win PS5, or whatever the hell, you know, the tickets to the concert or sports event, or anything like that. Or we can give it to you with a gift card. Either way that goes, this is how you do it. Be an active subscriber, like, comment, and share the videos. The more that you do this, the more you increase it chances to win. It's that simple, that's fine, that will. May the best person win. We definitely keep a lookout. I have people who actually take tallies, take notes, and look at all this stuff. Because honestly, not hard for me just to do every goddamn thing, right? But either way that go, man, make sure you comment and like.